Hello everyone. So, in this video we are doing the crossover event of Final Fantasy 15. And so to start we need to speak with Kipi Jaka, or however you say your name. Kipi Jaka has caught the scent of a story and needs help chasing it down. Greetings, adventurer. I'm Kipi Jaka, reporter of The Raven, Gridania's leading tabloid. I'm hoping that I can rely on your kind assistance. You see, a certain rumor has been making its rounds of late. No few travelers passing through Thanalan report seeing an unusual black vehicle, along with peculiar mechanical soldiers. Do you happen to know anything about them? No? Let me tell you then, that there is growing concern that they might be some unknown type of Garlean weaponry. Why, even the good people of Garland Ironworks have been called upon to investigate. This promises to be a most compelling story, and I intend to be the first reporter to tell it. But in order to do that, I require the contribution of good folk such as yourself. Lest you wonder, the black vehicle was most recently sighted near Black Brush in central Thanalan. Should you come into any information, I ask that you bring me word without delay. And here we have a special quest accepted. And so we need to head to Central Shroud over this way. And as you can see, there's a mass of tons of people. Somewhere in there is the NPC we need to speak to. Or the destination marker, as it were. I'm gonna just turn off that. And I seem to have it... Oops. One of my pet peeves is people standing right on top of the destinations and stuff, instead of slightly away from it. Anyway. Gah! Why won't you move, darn it? Hey, do you know if there's a garage nearby? A what? Just my luck to have a breakdown in the middle of nowhere. What is this place anyway? Eorzea? Thanalan? Thanalan? Eorzea? That's on no map I've ever seen. I'm not sure how I got here, and I've got no idea where I need to go, but I'm going nowhere at this rate. Isn't there anyone around here who can fix cars? And we have the options of, what will you say? Garland Ironworks might be able to handle it, or if anyone can get you moving, it'll be Sid. And we're gonna go with that option. Wait, what? Sid is here too? What in the world is going on? Anyway, might as well keep pushing her along. Yes, Sid is everywhere. Hey, mind giving me a hand? She's heavier than she looks. What's your name, by the way? Appreciate the help, Celebrian. My name's Noctis, but you can call me Noct. And now that we're introduced, let's put our backs into it. Talk about deja vu. Unbelievable. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Saragon, or Celebrian. What? I can read. Hello, random people from Garland Ironworks that I don't know. Or maybe I do know you and I don't know. I don't know. But by the gods, she's magnificent! Such elegance! Such refinement! Says a true mechanical enthusiast. As you may have heard, we are tasked by the Alliance with investigating the mystery vehicle. Master Sid himself should be close. If you'll excuse me a moment, I will direct him hither. Celbrian, why am I not surprised that you're already here? You're here already. So, this is the machine? At a glance, it doesn't appear to be of Garlean make. The young fellow here? I take it he's the owner? And Noctis doesn't seem to know anything about Eorzea, you say? Peculiar. Might he have lost his memories like I did? Hey, I'm right here, you know. Now, if you're done talking about me, you're Sid, right? Now, not quite the Sid I was expecting, but if you can fix the Regalia, then it's all good. I'll be honest with you, this is technology I'm unfamiliar with. I can't make any promises, but I'll try my best. Appreciate it. There's just one little problem. I don't have any money. Never you mind that. To be able to work on a unique machine like such as this is its own reward. Seriously? You're a lifesaver! Oh, and Silverain, I trust you also heard about the mechanical soldiers? We're tasked with investigating them as well. By all accounts, they appear to be simple men, albeit armored head to toe and bearing an advanced firearms. What betrays them is the unnatural efficiency with which they move. Sounds like MTs to me. MTs? Magitech troopers, robotic soldiers created by the Niflame Empire. Come to think of it, the last thing I remember is being at the Nif base. It's kinda hazy, but there was a strange machine. And before I knew it, I was here, in this place you call Eorzea. That's quite an unusual tale, but then again, I'm in the presence of unusual technology. I have no reason to doubt your words. You may have inadvertently activated a teleportation device and been sent to our world. At any rate, you seem to be acquainted with these mechanical soldiers. Perhaps you could investigate in our stead? They were most recently sighted near the Unholy Air, not far to the east of here. If they really are MTs, they might hold some clue on how to return home. Alright, leave them to me. Well, wait! It wouldn't do to leave a visitor to wander a strange land alone. Could you accompany him, Celebrian? Rest assured, I'll tend to the Regalia in the meantime. And so now we need to head over there. And by over there, I mean over there. And participate in the fate, as it says here. And I'm guessing... oh, it is currently up. So, if we're lucky... we get to participate right away. And as you can see, there are a whole host of other people. Well, you will need to do this 3 times, assuming you get 2 of what you will see once we finish this fate. But if you want to get all the orchestrion roles that are available, I did this earlier today on my main character, and this fight was a lot faster. So I didn't actually notice that there was a music change either. So it's kind of nice hearing that now. And there we go. So these here, I'll just move that there. Unidentified Magitech. So you need 6 of those in total, 1 for each of the orchestrion roles. So I think the fate spawns about once every 5 minutes. And as you can see, this is the amount that we can get. Or, I don't know if you can call a car a mount, but you know. And the exciting thing with that is that it's a 4-person mount, and it's for free. Well, you have to buy it in the gold saucer, but it's as opposed to having to buy it in the mock station. And so now we need to head back over here and find the designated location, and hopefully we can actually spot it between the mass of people that are probably going to be there. Aha! Can we actually spot it this time? Kind of. There we go. MTs, just as I thought. And a Magitech armor to boot. He must have crossed over when I did. But I couldn't find any clues on how I might cross back. Ha! What am I supposed to do now? And we have the options of what we will say. Let's consult Sid, or let's consult Kippy. And we'll go with Sid. Sid probably has an idea. Maybe. Possibly. That old geezer, well, he did seem to know his stuff. I'm sure he'd appreciate being called an old geezer. But we all think it anyway. You're coming along, right? Let's go back in on... let's go check in on the Regalia. If I'm saying the car's name wrong, whoops. And so we need to head over here, where, again, the mass of people are. And speak with Sid. So how fared you? Were you able to find the mechanical soldiers? You fought them? So the rumors were true. That being the case, I would very much like to examine the technology with my own eyes. I have a favor to ask, Celebrian. The next time you encounter these soldiers, could you salvage their parts? Ahem! Mistress Celebrian, may I ask that you bring said parts to either myself or my colleagues in the 3 city-states? We will pass them along to the chief after he has completed his long list of outstanding tasks. Somebody's in trouble. Hey, where's my car? Don't worry, she's in a safe place. A reporter came sniffing about while you were away, so I decided to move her to the dispatch yard that we might carry out the repairs undisturbed. I'm pleased to say I was able to identify the problem, and I believe it can be fixed. However, it may take some time to fashion the replacement part. I see. That's good to know. You must be the mystery man! Oh, I'm no fashion correspondent, but I like your look. A simple silhouette with an emphasis on the details. What's the deal with you? Ah, where are my manners? Kipi Jaka, reporter for The Raven. At your service. You are the owner of the mysterious black vehicle, yes? What, you mean the Regalia? I beg your pardon? Regalia. Oh, so that's what she's called. A stately name. She's like nothing anyone has ever seen in Eorzea. May I ask where you hail from and how you came to be here? I am from far away. I was on a journey. We were fighting, then suddenly I was here. I really need to find my way back. There's so much I have to do. Mysterious young man come from another world, desperately seeking a way home. A promising premise. Now then, may I ask what manner of journey you were on? Well, I was traveling with my friends. We were on our way to meet someone important to me. Someone important to you? Could you please elaborate on the nature of your relationship with this individual? Oh, hold on just a second. You're not the only one with questions, you know. I've got loads of my own. Well, sir, the Raven has many eyes and ears, and I would be happy to call upon them all for the answers you seek, if you'll agree to grant me an exclusive interview. Yeah, sure, whatever. Then it's settled. If you would accompany me to Ul'dah, we may continue our conversation while I put my connections to work. What does Sid have to say? I'll begin working on the replacement part for the Regalia, but it will take a while. Feel free to go about your business in the meantime. So, we need to head back to Ul'dah and go over that way. And as you can see, with this other mass of people, we have Noctos, or Noct, over here, and Kipi. Noctos. Ay, ay, ay. Phew, that wasn't an interview, it was an interrogation! Kipi. Noctis was very cooperative, and I have lots of juicy morsels for my feature article. Lest you wonder, he was on his way to meet his beloved fiancée. Will the two sweethearts be reunited? With such a timeless tale of romance, the next edition of The Raven is certainly to fly off the stands. Come now, don't look at me so. It's been so long since I last graced the front page, and as promised, I will help Noctis find the answers he seeks. I've already put the word out to my colleagues, and I expect to hear back from them any moment now. Ah, speak of the devil. Yes, Kipi here. What do you have for me? Truly? Thank you so much! See, what did I tell you? We have a hopeful lead. We'll need to take a little trip together, the three of us. See to your preparations and let me know when you're ready to depart. Can you tell us where we're going first? I guess not. You see, we have another quest complete little thing, and the fate like clockwork, which is what we did for the story just a moment ago, will appear at the Clutch in Central Thanalan over the course of the seasonal event. So that is until May 27th, I believe it is. And completing the fate will reward players with pieces of unidentified magitech. These items may be exchanged for various goods by speaking with an Ironworks hand. Ironworks hands are posted at Blackbrush and in each of the three city states. And so the one in Ul'dah is over by one of the market boards in... I'll just show you on the map. Will be located around about there. And I'm not sure where the Lenosan one is, and we'll probably spot the Black Shroud one once we're there. Or New Gridania. Anyway. Whew, that wasn't an interview. Yeah, you're saying the same thing. Kipi. Kipi Jaka is eager to set out with you and Noctis. Ready to depart? Excellent! Our destination is the Twelveswood. More of those mechanical soldiers have been sighted there. To be sure, my colleague only heard rumors. I suggest first heading to Gridania and seeking out the witnesses. Sounds good. Let's get going. Oh wait, new as you are to Eorzea, you may struggle to find your way around. Permit me to show you to Gridania. Alrighty, lead the way. And so we will go ahead and teleport our way to New Britannia. And so one of the locations that we need to go for information is over here, so we will go and do that actually last, because I think... no, we'll do that now. Trying to figure out the order of things. Ha ha ha. And failing. That's okay. Editing and all that. And Rosebunt. Heard about the mechanical soldiers, have you? Indeed, they have been sighted in the East Shroud. While I do not personally know the details, the Wood Whalers are in a state of heightened vigilance throughout the Twelveswood. And so the other locations are there and there. And of course, also going on in this current point in time is the Hatching Tide event. So you can see there's a bunch of eggs and baskets and other Easter or egg-like decorations around, including those. So our next stop is right here, Riverflow. Mechanical soldiers, my apologies, but I'm not familiar with the rumors. Well, I am. A fellow I know claims he came upon them near the Hawthorne Hut in the East Shroud. At first he thought they were men, but on closer inspection he says they were more like dolls. And you didn't need to share this little tidbit with me, brother? If I were to fall victim to these abominations, I shall consider my death on your head. I guess that's why they're standoffish right now. And our last person to speak to is all the way over there. Mitani? Whatever. Mechanical soldiers. As a matter of fact, one of our sentries at Amarise Spire reported encountering them while patrolling the bramble patch. At first he took them to be scarecrows, but as he approached them, they suddenly sprang to life and set upon him. We suspect that they are some heretofore unknown Imperial weapon, and we are deliberating a response even as we speak. If your path takes you near that area, you would do well to exercise all caution. And so now we need to go all the way over there to the amphitheater to speak with Kipi. So I'm gonna do the lazy way and just teleport. And another mass of people. You can kind of see Noctis here. Noctis. Cat people? Cat people everywhere! Yushime wasn't kidding. Probably butchered that name. So were you able to learn anything about the mechanical soldiers? And what will you say? A man saw them near the Hawthorne Hut, or a Wood Whaler encountered them at the Bramble Patch. And that is what we will say. I see. In that case, if we were to keep watch at the Bramble Patch, we should be able to find them eventually. Well then, what are we waiting for? Wait, please hurry after Noctis. The Twelveswood can be a veritable maze even for the locals. It wouldn't do if he were to lose his way. And so we need to head to East Shroud, and the fastest way, other than teleporting, would be... so you could go to the Hawthorne Hut, but we're gonna go over there via the ferry docks. And so the destination here is we're going on. And as you can see, it is a duty. Duty calls, commence battle for the dark of night. That's the area, is it? No luck so far. Guess we play the waiting game. A few hours later. You hear that? Come on, let's check it out. Circle, circle, circle. What the? That's a demon! That thing's dangerous. We can't leave it running around. Hey. Or, ha! You're up for it too, eh? Come on then, let's do it! And as you can see, there's a duty commands. Careful, that's not your average monster. And avoid the AOs, of course. As you can see, Noctis zipping around all over there. And, like most mechanics, you want to stack on those. And you want to stay away on this. And if you don't recall this, you will have seen these before in some dungeons, or at least you should have, and you want to do that. And as Noctis says, is, what, that thing is dangerous. We can't, nope, not that. Heh. Nope, let's go there. That's not your average monster. I don't like the looks of that pillar. Whoa, so that's how you do it, how it works. I owe you one. Of course, I had my chat on the wrong spot so I couldn't see what I was supposed to be saying. Which is why I wish it said that there, but I have to figure out if that's something there. So he's got that one, and there's another pillar over here. And as you can see, there is yet another pillar. And another one over there, so Noctis is taking care of that one over there. And another stacking. And once more, we have these pillars. And there we go. Nothing to it. Duty complete. And so we need to speak with Noctis here. First Magitech troopers, now a daemon? What the hell's going on? And what will you say? Let's take a rest for now, or all that fighting made me hungry. And we'll go with that, because it probably did. And he's probably not eaten. Now that you mention it, I'm pretty hungry too. Right, let's set up camp. So, what's your story? Why do you go around doing what you do? And what's your purpose? Protecting those dear to me, supporting those dear to me, or just being with my friends? In this case, we'll go with protecting those dear to me. Protecting, huh? You and Gladio would get along, I bet. Big guy's always ready to throw himself into harm's way for us. We were traveling together, me and him, and a couple of others. Hearing your story, I couldn't help but be reminded of them. My purpose? That's a tough one. I guess you could say it's keeping a promise. But I can't do that while I'm here. I have to get back to my own world. Somehow. And as you can see, we are back in Regalia. Yay. And we have Noctis here and Yippee. Noctis. It's good that we took care of the daemon, but there weren't any clues this time either. And Kippy. So how did you fare? Were you able to find your answers? Nope, we found only more questions. Like how the hell a daemon ended up here as well? A daemon? It's a kind of monster. From your world, I assume, and it somehow came to be here in Eorzea. I'm no naturalist, but I imagine it being similar to a void scent. And if even a monster such as that could find its way into our world, then surely you can find your way back too. Yeah, I hope so. I'll keep working with my colleagues to find new leads, so just sit tight for now. Actually, I'd rather go for a walk. Check out the area a little. That's cool, yeah? Well, it should be safe enough if you keep close to the city. Great, see you later. Wait, just, there he goes again. Though I do not think that Noctis will disappear on us, I would feel much better knowing you were with him. Will you go and keep him company? I promise to have new information to share before long. So, see that you both return soon, alright? And so we need to go to New Gridania over there. And Noctis. Oh hey, what's up? Well, you can tell Kipi she doesn't need to worry. I can take care of myself, and I'm not about to run off somewhere. I was just checking out the clothing at the stall here, and as I was browsing, the shopkeeper offered me some stuff for free. Your friend has a fine physique, exceptional fashion sense. Having an attractive young man such as him model our garments is the best form of advertisement. Thanks, lady. Anyway, I want to explore some more. You're cool to hang out for a bit, yeah? And we get the pants. And this is for the body and the feet gear. Noctis feels the need to unwind. After all, I still don't have any idea how I'm supposed to get home. For now, it looks like there's nothing I can do except wait for Kipi to dig up clues. So I was thinking, I've come all this way to this beautiful place, I might as well try to see what I can of it. So I've got something to tell my friends. It may not look like it, but I'm kinda crazy about fishing. I go whenever I have time, and I've got time now, so I'm gonna hit up a place nearby. You should come too. And so we need to head to Central Shroud over there. And this time I am going to teleport to Bent Branch Meadows. And so here, where the other mass of people are, Noctis. What took you so long? I've already reeled in a dozen. Slowpoke? To be honest with you, I'm worried. I keep thinking, what if I never find my way back? And it gets me down. But being here in this tranquil forest and casting the line, it calms me, helps me focus. I have to get back. People are counting on me. And I'm counting on you. Oh hey, let's take a photo together. That massive water wheel over there would make for a great backdrop. And you have the options of, what would you say? Sure! Take a for what? And we'll go with, take a for what? Aha, I guess you don't have cameras here. So a photo is, actually let me just show you. Ready? Here we go. Nice, I can practically hear Prompto saying, "Love the lightning! Can't wait to show this to the fellows when I get back." You're right. We should be getting back ourselves. Come on, let's go. And just because we can. Nice view. So, we'll now head back to New Gridania. And she is over by the amphitheater. Oh, yes, this is around the time where I noticed one of the Ironworks hands is over here for Gridania. So I guess I was wrong where they were located. But this is the 6 scrolls that we have. Orchestrion scrolls. As I stammer that out. Anyhow. Keppa. Or Keepy. I knew her name. Celebrity Noctis. Thank goodness you're back. What's the matter? I just learned from a colleague that the mechanical soldiers have also appeared in Ixali territory. That in itself wouldn't be a cause for concern, but the beastmen responded with the alarm to the trespassers and have summoned forth Garuda. That bird lady? Pretty sure we already took care of her. Back in my world, anyway. Wait, what? What? You mean to say you're a primal slayer like Celebrian? Primal? Is that like astral or a messenger? Well, whatever it is, we'll take care of it one way or the other. Or another. So where's Garuda supposed to have appeared exactly? At the Howling Eye. Her domain to the north, but it's nigh impossible to venture near, for Garuda shrouds her sanctuary with violent winds. If you are determined to face her, however, I will contact the Ironworks and request a loan of an airship. And we're in agreement. I will leave it to us. Very well then. While you see to your preparations, I will secure your transportation. When you are ready, come and meet me in front of the car-lined canopy. You've proven yourself a friend. If we're gonna face Garuda together, I'll lend you the power of kings. The power of what? It's a special power that I have, but I can share it with others. Okay. With it, you can quickly warp around like you've seen me do. Might take some getting used to, but I'm sure you've got what it takes. Garuda's causing trouble because of the MTs, and I feel responsible for bringing them here. Let's go make things right. And so we need to head into New Britannia. Over that way. Now this next bit, I didn't succeed right away. I took it my third time, but the first two times I tried using my paladin, so I would recommend using a DPS class if you can, unless of course you're super confident in your DPS output as a tank. I was not, and I failed. And yeah, so this is why I would recommend using a DPS class with this, because I just found it to be easier, though I also had the Warrior of Light buff thingy, so that could have made it easier. But yeah. The airship is ready to bear you and Noctis into battle. Are your preparations in order? And proceed. Without further ado then, uh-oh. Squawk! Run! Run for your lives! What? Like our goddess it is, yet our goddess it is not. Nay, something else that thing is. Flee this place we must. That's not what you expected, right? Yeah, I didn't either. Clamorous creatures, why have they summoned me? And what strange land is this? Ah, the chosen king. Noctis. So that is the way of it. Yours was the presence that drew me hither. Very well. Take up your weapon, King of Lucis. Lucis? I don't know. And face me. We shall see if you are worthy of my power. Say what now? So obviously there's some stuff that it's Final Fantasy 15 related that is foreign to me because I've never played the game. And obviously I also haven't looked up the crossover event that was of 14 in 15. Yes, that was confusing, so. But now we have duty actions. Apparently I haven't had any before. I'll leave that to you to read. Or not. Alright, Celebrity, it's time to put your new power to use. You'll get the hang of it in no time. We'll warp your circles around Garuda, and use this lovely little doobobber, Warp Strike, to attack Garuda from a distance and move swiftly around the battlefield. And so that begins the fight. You will want to be able to use it periodically during the fight. Get ready, we'll Warp Strike together! And so then you want to use that skill as well to the Monolith here. And as soon as she's done casting, you want to use it again, hopefully at the same time as Noctis there, for additional damage. Perform a Warp Strike together with Noctis to trigger a Link Strike and deal more damage. Get ready, Slytherin, we'll strike her together. And like before, I usually do it right away because I'm a chicken butt and don't want to miss my chance, and I messed that up because I was too busy talking. So the reason why I failed this twice is because Noctis ended up dying. So there's one point that I want to have her not cast her whatever ability on top of Noctis. You see that? That was basically perfect timing. And that's this ability here, so I'm going to try to drag her away so that Noctis isn't in those. Something big's coming, quick, get over here. So you want to make sure that you're out of the way before the cast is off. So my best bet is to just keep casting that every time you get drawn in. Make sure you time it right so that when your AO thing is there, is that you're away. So it's around this time that I was getting closer to failing because of Noctis dying. Noctis is probably gonna die. Yeah, and you failed. That's unfortunate. We were very, 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 very close. So, the next time you see will be at the end of my successful run of this. What is that? And you see we're frozen, and we're now successful at this point. Son of a... Hang on, Celebrian! Active time maneuver! And so, ready, and click away! Or whatever button on your PS. And there we go. I was very slow. I'll take it from here. Duty complete. You pack a serious punch, Celebrian. I'm impressed. The crystal has chosen well indeed. I acknowledge your strength, Noctis. Yours and your companions both. Man, what is it with the gods and trials? Do you always have to be so skeptical? So it is decreed. At the world's peril do we grant our power unto the untested. Apologies for the delay. She isn't like anything I've seen before, so it took me a while to get acquainted, but the Regalia is as good as new. Seriously? I owe you big time. Noctis, there is much you have left undone on Eos. Your presence here is an anchor, allowing me to link the two worlds. For you, I shall open the way. Shiny light! Tarry not, for the gate cannot remain for long. Got it. Thanks. Divinities. One minute they're trying to kill you, the next they're helping you. You'll never understand them. Thanks for the company, Celebrian. It was nice going around with you. And we have the options of I had fun, let's do it again sometime, or take care of business back home. And we'll go with I had fun, let's do it again sometime. Yeah, definitely. You gotta hang out again. Well, I better get moving. I've got a promise to keep after all. Take care now. I like this piece of music. Not that I didn't like the others. And now we need to speak with Kipri here. Before Noctis went into the portal, I could have sworn I saw a woman amidst the light. an ethereal beauty dressed all in white. I saw her too. It seemed to me she was waiting for Noctis, guiding him. I can only assume they share a deep bond. Oh, then perhaps that was his fiancée! Perhaps so, and perhaps not. The sole person who could have enlightened us has vanished into the light. Well, whoever and wherever Noctis's fiancé may be, I do hope they are reunited. That didn't sound ominous at all. Right. While events are still fresh in my mind, I shall return to my office and put pen to parchment. Master Sid, many thanks for your cooperation. But the most thanks of all I reserve for you, my dear adventurer. In no small part due to your help, Noctis managed to find his way home, and my article can reach a climactic conclusion. See where you do not miss it. A strangely charismatic young man was Noctis. In the end, we never learned the circumstances of his coming here. But if he has things he must do back home, as the Garuda like being said, perhaps this was a trial that he had to overcome along his journey. At any rate, old friend, I believe our work here is done. Wherever the long road may lead him, may Noctis ever ride in the light of the crystal. And thus that is the completion. You can now exchange MGP for special items by speaking with the Ironworks vendor at the Gold Saucer. And we get a achievement. And with that achievement, we also get the title Kingsglaive. Whatever that means. And so, something with that fight there. I'm gonna go get the orchestrion rolls before I forget, but while I'm saying that, with that fight there, I realized I hadn't been pointing Garuda-like being away from Noctis, and that's probably what contributes to my fails every single time. So, much like what a tank has to do, make sure that the AO is pointed away from Noctis. And now that I have the orchestrion rolls, I am now over here for the Ironworks vendor. If I manage to click on him instead. So here is for the mount, a deed certifying your ownership of a brand new vehicle, embossed with the Regalia crest as a symbol of authenticity. So that costs 200 MGP, and as you can see, I have enough. And also the Lucian look, so this gives you the realm's premier publication on beauty and fashion. This specific copy of modern aesthetics covers in detail techniques on becoming a suitably wincept protagonist. So basically gives you the hair for Lucius. And you also get a lovely triad card. So now we can summon the Regalia Type-G mount. And so if I open up my mount guide here, we see we have this. I'm going to add it to my favorites, and I'm also going to drag it right there. So, summon forth your Regalia Type-G cerulean-powered Magitech transportation vehicle crafted by Garland Ironworks. To hear Sid tell it, equal parts elbow grease and gumption were all that were required to see the Type-G, or Garland, fully operational, when in all truth the otherworldly carriage most likely required an amazing amount of reverse engineering to recreate. And this is a terrestrial, and it can maximum riders 4. In this, you have attained a mount that accommodates additional passengers after forming a party. The Ride Pillion option will be available when party members select you. Settle up and roll out with your friends. And so because everybody else is in Fallon and currently riding their vehicles, why not go there as well to ride ours? Mentioning vehicles, as you can see, there are a couple here. But before I do that, I'm also going to equip the gear so you have an idea as to what that looks like. And I'm just gonna hop up here out of the way of everybody else. We got the driving glove. Woo. So, we'll go ahead and summon her mount. And we have some nice music to go along with it. And earlier today, there was a whole line of them all over here. You can see this. Unfortunately, I have yet to fly in any of the areas in this game because I'm still currently working on my playthrough. So I can't show off how it is, and spoiler for those who have not gotten through this game and are still watching the game through my playthrough, you can also go underwater. And so obviously I can't show that except for on my main. But we'll leave that for some other time, and we'll just enjoy the view. So, that's it for this. Thanks for watching!